I've been sent some Wargamer resin by Yes That's 3D Printed in collaboration with him. Needless to say, I'm not his biggest fan. Not like for a massive reason or anything, just that he stole someone very important to me. But it's fine, that was ages ago, and I've forgotten all about it. I've moved on. More importantly, the reason I am the proud owner of 2 bottles of Wargamer resin is because I'm supposed to be part of their program, which happened about 3 months ago. So I'll be honest, I'm a little bit late. I was a little bit distracted making this thing. All I have to do is make something for someone else. Which, if you're asking me, makes more sense that I do it in December anyway, because it's Christmas. I mean, who's giving gifts in August, you psychopaths? And because I am incapable of doing anything the easy way, I am custom making something. Or to be more accurate, I already custom made something months and months ago. As you can see, this is in the old studio. This is back from when I started playing D&D for the first time, and one of the people in the community drew this for their character, and I was so impressed, I decided to make a file for it. However, it is in fact so long ago that I did this, that the person in question is no longer with us, so wherever they are at the moment, I hope they appreciate this, may they rest in peace. Would Fohammer do something like that for his audience? Sorry, that wasn't very professional of me. Back to 3D printing. I'm sure no one wants to listen to internet drama over something that's actually original and creative. Unless they do. I wonder if anyone else has thought of that. To get the most out of this resin, I had to make a custom settings profile, which I actually have already previously done, but Lychee decided to delete them. So with the help of a member of my community called Manny, I did the settings all over again, and after a couple of test prints, got some pretty good results. I processed everything in the normal way with the addition of my forbidden tea, which no one should drink unless you're Fohammer. I like to do this because it makes it a lot easier to get the supports off when they've been warmed up. I will now share with you the settings that I settled on, however bearing in mind these will probably be useless to you unless you can keep your printer at a stable temperature of 35 degrees. With the summoning ritual now complete, Moroba has a physical existence on this plane, and all she needs is a skilled painter to finish the job. Unfortunately for her, that's not me. Yeah, attempt 1 was a little bit hairy, so I took another attempt, and the second one is mildly better. Now, considering it was sculpted by me, I'm quite proud of this one. This is a chef barbarian orc, which is why they have a small kitchen cabinet on the back, complete with a spice rack on top. One of the issues I've noticed with my designing is I make the details so damn small they are impossible to pick out or paint. You can tell there is some scarring from the supports, as I clearly have been a little bit lazy, and I basically just clicked auto support and left it to that. Most of my attention was focused on the face, simply because that was the main bit of inspiration that I had, which might have meant that in some places other areas were neglected a bit more than maybe they should have been. But I am happy with how the face turned out in the end. Very early on in my D&D playing campaigns, we ended up in an area with a stream running through kind of like muddy rocks, which was the inspiration for the base. As the whole point of this is I'm trying to bring a character to life from a D&D campaign. As for the weapons, like I mentioned earlier, this is a barbarian chef and an orc barbarian chef, so all of the knives look kind of orky, and she also has her signature ginormous frying pan on the back. Being the stingy, opportunistic person that I am, I of course use this to also make a load of other gifts, meaning I don't have to buy anything. And I have to say, overall, this resin is pretty nice. And I haven't managed to break any of it yet, which, for me, is pretty remarkable. And now for an extremely in-depth technical breakdown of how I painted this character. Or, oh, you don't care? You'd rather hear about drama? Fine, I'll talk about it. So this story goes quite a way back, and it involves this printer here. Yes, That's 3D Printed started off not that long ago. I would even say it was probably not that long before my channel started. And believe it or not, one of the first people that the CEO of that company spoke to was me. Yeah, I don't know why either. So there was me, a very small channel in talks with the CEO of an actual proper company that makes money and sends people things. Exhibit A. Then that homewrecker Fohammer turns up, flashing his blue eyes and having an actual audience, and steals my CEO away from me. So before we end, I do have a quick list of apologies to make. And number 1, sorry for saying Fohammer should drink poison. That I needed a plot line to go alongside the other stuff going on. I felt like that wasn't enough just to justify an entire video for that. Number 2, sorry this took so long. In my defense, I have moved house recently, and of course that did take up a lot of my time. And number 3, I'm sorry this has been a bit low energy and my voice has been a bit gross. I am currently sick. I should be resting, but unfortunately I don't know how to do that. This has turned out really well, and I'm actually quite proud of the finished result. Thanks for sending me the Wargamer resin. I've had a great time making this thing, and the resin has not disappointed. It's been really good. I haven't had any fails yet, and I haven't broke anything. And I think this might be one of the best things I've made so far. Do all the things, like the smash button, and I'm going to go to bed.